Welcome back, my dear friends. Dear friends, I am once again back with a poem, and this time from P.B.Shelley, a very important poet from Romantic age. Romantic period or Romantic age spans over a period of as many as you can say that 39 years, beginning from 1798 with the publication of Lyrical Ballads to 1837. And the poem that I have brought for you is titled Stanzas Written in Dejection Near Naples. Naples, it means the location, the place where this poem was composed by P.B.Shelley. Naples is the name of a place in Italy where P.B. Shelley was on a tour with his second spouse, second wife, Mary Godwin, with their sick daughter. This was the time when Shelley was not in good health. He was not getting good response from the people of his own country. Maybe somehow Shelley in his personal life was not happy at all. Why? Because a year back or two, he had lost his first wife, Harriet Westbrook. And maybe after this, after the death of Harriet Westbrook, Shelley had to struggle to get the custody of those children from his first wife. So there were lots of reasons for the frustration, depression, sorrow, and suffering of P.B. Shelley. And all those frustrations, suffering here come out in the form of this beautiful poem that runs into 5 stanzas, 9 lines each. It means Spenserian stanza. By using Spenserian stanza, we can say that here Percy Shelley is paying a humble tribute to Spenser, who made use of this stanza for his magnum opus, The Fairy Queen. So, this very particular poem is written in Spenserian stanzas. How many Spenserian stanzas? Not sorry, 5 Spenserian stanzas. One thing you need to bear in mind: Spenserian stanzas are those stanzas that contain 9 lines each. First 8 lines are in iambic pentameter, whereas the last line of each stanza in iambic hexameter means 6 feet or 6 meter. Here Shelley has given a little bit twist and turn. Instead of using iambic pentameter, Shelley has made use of iambic tetrameter. Remember, but the last line of each and every 5 stanza, last line of each and every 5 stanza is in iambic hexameter. Remember that hexa means 6. So in this very poem, Shelley somehow is expressing that frustration, that suffering, that complication that was probably the result of the death of his daughter from his second wife, and maybe because of his health issues and because of personal problem. And one reason was also that his poems, his works were not getting good response. People were not people were not taking his poems in a very serious or in a very positive manner. It was all because of that. Here Shelley, the speaker of this poem, is in frustration. Since the poem is a romantic poem, so the poem has all the elements of the romantic age, like individuality, like imagination, like the nature. The setting of the poem is nature. Like the speaker of the poem is more concerned about his feelings. That that was the most important trait of romantic age. Far-fetched imagination. So now let's look at the first 14 lines of the poem. See, I am going to explain first 14 lines in this video. So let's begin. The sun is warm, the sky is clear. See how beautiful the poem begins. How beautiful the lines are right in the beginning of the poem. But slowly, but surely, very soon, the poet will shift. The poem will shift into a kind of a somber mood, into a kind of a sorrow. Here the poem or the poet begins with all positivity. The poet in the first line describes the natural beauty, and very soon he will contrast this beautiful, calm scene or sight of the nature with the complicated life of humans, his complicated life. So see what he says: the sun is warm, the sky is clear, means beautiful day. The sun is absolutely bright, the sky is clear. See, setting Naples, atmosphere warm. Generally English people visited just Italy at that time for enjoying the warm weather condition, because they in their country experience severe cold. Like, just John Keats, in the last years of his own life, he just visited or he traveled to Italy because he was advised by the doctors to just to stay in warmer climate. So he shifted. He traveled to Italy where he did breathe his last. So here the atmosphere warm, pleasant and beautiful. Why? Because the sun is warm, the sky is clear. It means no piece of patch of cloud just could be seen floating in the limitless sky. So the sun is warm, the sky is clear. The first line, see, sun, sky, it means alliteration, the repetition. The waves are dancing fast and bright. And see, beautiful example of personification. He is at a place in Naples from where he can see all these beautiful natural sights. He can see the bright sun, he can see the bright sky, he can see the waves dancing. See, personification. Waves cannot dance generally. Humans, the livings dance, but he says waves are dancing. And the waves are dancing fast and bright. Why are they bright? Why? Because the sunlight, the crystal clear rays of the sun, the crystal clear rays of the sun are falling on the waves of the ocean. It's all because of that. They look as if they are glowing. They are producing a kind of light. So it seems to Shelley that they are dancing. So beautiful example of a literary, so just a personification. Now, blue isles and snowy mountain where the purple is a kind of a mixed color of red and blue. Purple noons, transparent, crystal clear, might, strength. See, blue isles and snowy mountain where what? The purple noons, transparent, might. Might stands for the that bright, transparent light that has added a kind of a beautiful glow to those ice-capped mountains and isles. Just a rock is here, a rock is there, all amid the just all about the ocean, all about the water. So how do these mountain ice capped mountain and isles means rocks look like as if they're all colored in bright glow of the sunlight? They look beautiful. So see how beautiful the poem begins, or how beautifully the poet paints nature right in the beginning of the poem. And slowly but surely, he will very soon change the tone of the poem from happy one to sad one. See, so the blue isles and snowy mountain where, see again the personification, the purple noons, transparent might. I hope these two lines would be clear to you, that he says that blue isles means islands and snowy mountain and snow covered mountains where the purple noons, transparent might. That it's all because of the bright sunlight. The small isles, small pieces of the rocks seen here, seen there, and the snow-covered mountains look beautiful, as if they are colored in one color, one hue. The breath of the moist earth is light. See the the wind. How the wind is light. The breath of the moist earth is light. Again, moist earth, wet earth. Again, earth is also personified in this line. You see this. So he said, how is the wind? How is the breeze here at that place where Shelley, the speaker of the poem, is probably standing or sitting from where he can see the isles, he can see the ice-capped mountains, he can see the ocean, he can see the waves, he can see so many things, all in one, or all in one voice express their delight. And somehow Shelley is unable to express his delight. Somehow Shelley is in blue mood. Shelley is depressed. Shelley is sad. The speaker of the poem is not happy at all. Somehow this beautiful spectacle of the nature is somewhat comforting, somewhat soothing the depressed mood, soothing the depressed spirit and soul of the speaker of the poem. But see how long. He says, the breath of the moist, the breath of the moist earth is light around its unexpanded buds, unexpanded closed. So he can see the buds, he can see the flower plants with the buds. Buds are yet to bloom. Till now the buds are closed. They will take time to bloom, or they will take to blossom into flowers. They will take time to blossom. So what he says, around its unexpanded bud. So see how beautiful the scene is, or the scenery is. Like many a voice of one delight, that I told you, the different elements, it seems to Shelley that all the different gay elements of the nature come together and in a single voice together express their delight. Shelley does not have a reason to express delight. Shelley does not have a reason to be gay and happy. See, the winds, now he said, the winds, the birds, the ocean floods. See, the winds, the birds, the ocean floods. He makes use of these words without using connectors. A beautiful example of ascend tone. Remember that? Ascend tone is a figure of a speech we find where the speaker or the poet make use of so many words without using connectors like conjunction, like and, but, this or that. So he says that the wind, the bird, the ocean floods, the city's voice itself is soft like solitude. So see, the city, see the winds, the bird, the ocean floods, the city's voice, again personification, the same. City is personified, a very good gesture. You can say here the city find means the modernity find the expression in the poem. The city's voice itself is soft like solitude. Solitude is again personified. Solitude is soft. But again alliteration. So he says that on one hand the winds, on the other hand the bird, the ocean floods, all are producing a very soft, pleasant kind of a sound. And see, the city itself is very calm this day. Here, Shelley does not try to say that the city is not so calm as the nature is. Here he said the city itself is also calm and at peace, like the voice of solitude. Solitude is also personified. Solitude, loneliness. I see the deeps stand for the ocean, untrampled flow. So he says that see, the water of the ocean is so crystal clear and so calm, no movement at all. You can say that the water is so calm, so crystal clear that he can see the bottom of the ocean where different color plants are grown. He can see the untrampled means untouched. So see, maybe Shelley has in his own mind that how the modern civilization has intruded the nature. Somehow the modern civilization, the modern man, and the huge discovery of the modern man somehow has failed to fail to intrude the very bottom or the very depth of the ocean. Almost everywhere there were marks, there were signs of the dominance of human, save the bottom of the ocean. That's why he says untrampled, untrampled, untouched, or untrodden. So he says, I see the deeps. Deeps, deep stand for deep is associated with nature, you can say. So which figure of speech here? Metonymy. You see this metonymy is a figure of speech when a substitute name is used for something associated with that, but like pen is mightier than the sword. So pen associated with a scholar, sword with the soldier or the warriors. So deep here, deep for the ocean, substitute name for the ocean, so metonymy. So I see the deep's untrampled flow with green and purple seaweed, means sea plants, strawn, S-T-R-O-W-N. See the archaic word, the archaic word. Now we use the strawn, S-T-R, I think S-T-R-O-W-E-N or S-T, yes, I think C-R-O-W-E-N. Now we use it. So earlier strew, S-T-R-E-W, strew, scatter, strew, strewn, strewn. But this is the archaic spelling. Scattered. I see the waves upon the shore. So see, deliberately here he has made use of upon instead of on. And what is the purpose? To make use of the tetrameter instead of you see pentameter. You see this. So there should be use of on, but if he had use of on, what would happen? What would have happened? He would have become become short of just one syllable. And just if he had become short of one syllable, he would not have been able to use tetrameter, 4 feet or 4 meter, and would have used 3.5 meter, 3.5 feet. That's why instead of using on, he uses upon. So see, I see the waves upon the shore. He can see the waves on the shore and how the waves are moving with the sun rays falling on them, and it seems as if the waves with the sunlight on them are dashing against the ocean or coming and going against the ocean. When they are coming and hitting the ocean, they break into spikes, they break into splashes, they break into showers, and when they break into showers and come down, it seems as if the stars are raining. The stars are coming down in the form of the rain. That's why he says what? Like the light dissolve in the star showers thrown, I sit upon the sands alone. And see here, we see this in the 14 line of, means in the just a fourth, just a 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, 14. Yes, in the fifth line of, you can say that, in the fifth line of the second stanza, now we see the shift in the tone of the speaker from the happy one to the sad one when he says that I sit upon the sands alone. Who sits alone? Somehow who is depressed, somehow who is not happy at all in his life, somehow one who is not happy at all in one's own life. One has thousands of reasons, one has complications and problems in one's life. So a shift from happy to sad one. And see, the city's voice. See, this is the ninth line. One, two, three, four. Yes, this is the ninth line. That is here the first stanza of the poem ends. And see, this line, all these 8 lines are in iambic, tetram, tetram, tetrameter, tetrameter. Whereas this last line of the first stanza in iambic, hexameter. Remember that hexameter 6. So here in the fifth line, of the second stanza here, we see a shift from happy to sad one. Why? Because the poet or the speaker of the poem says that he is sitting all alone on the sandy just floor of the beach, sandy floor of the beach of the ocean, all alone. Nobody to, nobody just to have fun, nobody to just nobody to express, nobody to share his sufferings, and he has nobody to share suffering with, so on and so forth. So my dear, I'll stop here. Very soon I'll come with the next video covering the next stanza and a few lines more. That's it in this video, my dear friends.